What is up, dogs? It's your boy Mike Mason here for another fireside chat. A special fireside chat. We're home from Melt. Some of us, I'm on the road, but we're here in the beautiful home of my friend and fellow glass worker, White Fire Glass. Um, have some other guests as well. My co-host, Carrie Strope. And we're doing this show a little different because we're on the road, so I'm going to hand you guys off and put her up. And Carrie, tell them what you're about. Where are you from?
My name is Carrie Strope. I'm here in Nebraska. I am mostly a warm glass artist and a teaching artist, but I've been known to hop on the torch, do little mosaics, public art, occasionally commissions, and I like to film glass with Mike. So go out on the road a lot. And we just got back from Melt.
Yeah, yeah, that we did, and yeah, you really put in a tremendous amount of hours filming, and we'll get to peek at a lot of that tonight. Also with us at Melt and here with us tonight is a really good friend of mine. I've known this homie many years, and he has been working glass far longer than me actually. Just he took a little break off and is now back killing it. Anyways, I'll let him introduce himself or say hi at least. This is White Fire Glass, the fucking homie.
What's going on, folks? Bob White, White Fire Glass. Glad to be here. Excited to be home in my own bed after a long couple weeks at Melt.
I bet.
Yeah, that's right. You mentioned a couple weeks. You were there about a good bit before and after helping them set up and stuff. Is that right?
Yes, I showed up on the 3rd of September.
Okay, so you've been putting in a lot of work making this possible for everyone, and I know that you were even doing some work during the event to help everybody when you were actually supposed to be getting to having fun. So, thank you for that, man. Thank you for helping keep this motherfucker running smooth for a ton of people, man. It doesn't go unnoticed, and man, it's great to have you here. Hell yeah. So, guys, what we're gonna do tonight is just kind of pop through some footage and have fun with it. Some of this stuff I really haven't even had a chance to look at myself. All right, for some reason this thing is not
They're all
exiting. There
giving
it
it up
goes.
for you in chat, Rob.
Oh hell yeah, dude. So yeah, guys. And I'm Mike Mason. Y'all know my deal. I have the honor of filming glass events all around the country and even the world sometimes. Melt is one of the ones I've covered since 2016. It's man, it's a summer camp for glass artists. It's a tremendous time with a tent with over 100 people melting and legends throwing down in the demo tent. There's so many things that this event has evolved into. There was a fishing derby where people were winning mirages and kabukis and unbelievably beautiful sculptural glass prizes, pipes by Trapper Studio Chelsea. She makes these incredible fish pieces. I've probably mentioned it, but I filmed her demo at the DFO. I'm really excited to share that. There just hasn't been the right time. It was like a 4 hour demo, and I want to cut it up right for you guys, not just rush it like we're gonna do tonight. No, I'm just playing. We're not really gonna rush anything so much as just dip into this footage. No joke, you guys. I haven't touched this or really had any chance to sort it, so we're gonna go in together. I'm gonna like prioritize by longer files, so I'll like sort by size, and we'll just go at it and see what's up. Um,
Everybody was totally appropriate during the whole filming process, right?
no, probably not. You know what I mean? If y'all see something that you shouldn't, just understand that there was a lot of CBD going around, and and that sort of thing. It's I'm just gonna hop in here, sort of a folder by size. We'll just do it together here. This is welcome to the world of broadcasting behind the scenes. Normally, I have two desktops, and we're able to switch between them, or two monitors, and we switch between them more elegantly. Gosh, we have an 18.4 gig file here. I must have just walked away from the camera on that one. Let's just click a thing and go. Let's do this together. Now, guys, there is one thing I got to talk about before we actually jump into that, and these are the companies that help me go to all these events and pay for these plane tickets. I mean, just today I went to Best Buy and I got a headset because I wanted to do a show tonight and I'm on the road. But more importantly, for what I'm talking about, I mean, to spend another $100 on a hard drive because we have so much footage, everything is full, and I'm going to Pipe Classic next week to spend 5 days in front of another three legends, just like I did at Melt. and the data is just tremendous. And not to get into the money side of things, but there are just tremendous expenses involved in getting to all these shows. And Whitefire, who's with us tonight, man, I flew him out to help film at Glass Vegas, and we got to see that doc demo, that lace face demo. There's even more that he filmed, and Carrie as well. And I hope you guys understand, you know, what the deal is, man. These cats help make it possible. The cats pitching in, and then you guys out there on the Torch Pass thing. I won't take your time with that tonight, but that's the way to support me if you guys want. It's $5 a month, and you get a lot of dank stuff for that. So I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge them, because this isn't a traditional show where I'd be able to sneak that at the beginning and end. We're just gonna jump in. I don't know what this is. Let's find out together. Yeah, it's muted already. Oh
Oh,
snap.
that must be Salt, right? With the Jimi Hendrix
Yep. All
chocolate.
right.
Is that
This
Jimi
is
Hendrix?
this is Salt, and he's got a piece of prep from Drew Downs, the homie. Shout outs to Drew Downs, man, a really OG cat. Um, and actually, guys, he just wanted there to be more glass. Like he handed in this section with like a reversal, and then like a section with like some OG looking fume work, as I recall. Maybe it's just a color. I can't remember right now. There's a lot went on. Um, but right, what he did right there, you guys, he was just adding coiling clear around it, almost like sleeving it, but just doing it by coiling it all the way around that way. So he just handed him this prep, but Salt was like, "Man, you gave me prep, but I still want more." Or whatever. And then he gets in here and he does the same thing to the other side. And I just thought, man, what a cool thing to stumble into first, yo. Salt was just doing the craziest shit. And here's an example of it. Like, like, God, you don't have the right amount of thing, he just adds more glass. And Salt, he has this theory about the way he adds this glass, that it's like a more preferable stress pattern than like striping and that sort of thing. And I feel like sleeving is problematic in a lot of ways. What he just did there is so efficient, and now he cooks it all in, and it's like it never happened, but there's way fucking more glass. And what he ends up doing is making this into a flask. And I might just let this bad boy play out. Like, let's start this thing with a bang. So, yeah, man. Gosh, huge shout outs to Salt. Lucan is, man, just, and the work ethic on this guy, um, it's really inspirational. He came in there and just crushed pieces the entire time. I think the total head count was like 21,
I think so.
and some of these were super involved. And then he's also, he's like a man of the people. I think some of you guys in the Torch Talk group saw when we went live, and we followed him over to the torch tent, and he just kind of sat down at Josh Ford's torch and was taking prep from everybody around. I maybe put the little word out on the group if some of you guys saw that at Melt. I know it's hard to look at your phone at Melt, but geez, never know when you get the heads up from Mike Mason.
We
Um,
walked around the torch tent too,
we
so
did, yeah.
we
We
were
also went
thorough.
around telling
Yeah.
everybody, and then he really only made it to one side of the tent. I felt kind of bad about that, but
Well, I think he continued doing collaborations the next day too.
he
It's just
did. Yeah,
in
no,
the main
people from
stage.
the other side who were a little bold,
Yeah.
who brought him stuff over, were able to have the opportunity to do that. So yeah, no, Salt Man, I think he was feeling a little cooped up over there, and he wanted to throw down with the homies, and he damn sure did. There were so many cool pieces like Hick Dog, Rosberg, Shayla, Melissa Evans, the torch talker out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he was throwing down with everybody. You don't got to be like famous champs winner 3X at the Masters or whatever to do it, but it was nice to see him salt out a Shayla piece, because
Yeah, I
she's
can't wait to
fucking
see that.
awesome. Yeah, and if you guys, Windstar glasses, who we're talking about, I hope you guys are familiar. She's out there crushing. She's got a class coming up in October out in Colorado.
Hmm.
I hope to make a guest appearance or something. I'm really not certain. I need to have a chat with her. We had talked about maybe being out there for one thing or another, but man, after Pipe Classic, I know I'm going to be wanting to lay low, because you know I just got to tell you guys how much it means. I was taking a second to acknowledge those sponsors and you guys out there on Torch Pass. I mean, straight up, that is what made it possible for me to do Pipe Classic this year. That was an event I've always wanted to do, And there was just no way after covering Melt for a week could I afford, to book a thing up in Vermont and Burlington and all that. It really, the support means a lot from these companies and you guys out there. So yeah, and if not, it's just being part of the audience is cool. But if you ever buy something from those companies, maybe let them know. You know, thanks for helping the homie get to all these places and do all these things for us all to enjoy. And here, man, here's Salt. He's still working this blank, and what he's going to do is make it into a flask that gets like the whole salt perk treatment. It's really cool. Um, I don't think I followed the full salt perk process on that one, but we followed it on a number of pieces.
Yeah, Mike
And
was over there like what, for 3, 4, how many days? How many days
well,
was it?
there's Scott Griffin did a really cool demo the
That's
first day in
great.
the demo tent, and then pretty much for the next 4 days, people were throwing down in there. So yeah, it was a lot, and they were throwing down from 12 or 1 until about 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning some nights when they let the gas ride, and they have to stop at a certain point to let the kilns change out and all that stuff. As much as some of these guys would have preferred to keep working till 6 in the morning or whatever. Um, anyways, it's yeah, man, what Melt you guys is just incredible. I mean, I don't even know where to begin talking about how good it was this year. And it was, and there every little thing I've even heard people quibble about, Like I know some people weren't happy with the vegetarian and vegan food options, yo. Big shout outs
Really?
to Josh Ford. Yeah, well in the past they
Oh,
weren't
in
as
previous
diverse as they
years.
were this year.
Gotcha. Yeah, Josh
Or
Ford
yeah,
killed it.
yeah,
They
Josh
did a
Ford.
great job in the kitchen.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
let him handle that this year, and the food was spectacular. Like it's awesome soup. So just Carrie, you eat on that note a little more,
Oh my God,
and
it was amazing.
it was great. And they just added more, and everything that was there was better with bigger and better prizes, and I just feel like, and the people came out, and I just felt more love than ever. The people who've been doing this from the beginning, who've been there with me since 2016, man. I mean, we all just have tremendous love and camaraderie. And then the new cats that are coming out are just, I think, kind of blown away, getting to see that and be part of it. And then this was a special year. I was just like, damn, this is peak Melt. It's sometimes festivals and things like this get worse, as time goes on because they blow up and they lose that intimacy. This shit just felt like the family was getting bigger in the best way. Um, and they posted a really cool picture from where we all got together. I think at orientation and took a picture, and like, man, they did the same thing at the end last year and got everybody together. And the difference in those two pictures is just like, damn, wow, like you can really see how this event has grown, and it's just grown into more stability. And man, what a special time! It's fucking beautiful out there. The property is as beautiful as ever and just keeps getting better. Me and Rob were out there earlier in the year helping to upgrade some cabins. I think some of them are going back to upgrade more. Is that right, Rob?
Yeah, October we're going back. We're going to do at least 6 more.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, this man, it was fucking awesome. Sean's party. You guys know the Chic party. If you don't, well, I mean, you need to come to Melt and find out for real. I mean, the homie had a band this year, the Rumple Mountain Boys, isn't it?
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
rock.
fucking awesome. Catered food. Uh, man, open bar with every type of dank drink imaginable. Coolers of the dankest beers. I mean, it did
Hmm.
amazing, cool decorations. Sean always brings like the dankest blow up shit. And you guys, speaking of Sean, he actually just came on as a sponsor with his glass gallery and studio, Coexist. I
Coexist.
haven't
That's
had it.
great.
Yeah, this just happened like fucking yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to get the graphics added or anything. But I wanted to just take a second to thank him for his support on that note. Coexist, I've got some really cool footage of that spot that I'm excited to share. It's just a really great gallery. If you guys aren't familiar, they did the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea uh, Millie show with a whole bunch of amazing artists, Dapo and Rocco and Grimm and Stephen Boemi.
Yep.
Rob, how do you pronounce that?
Yeah,
Bamey. I think it's
I'm not
Bamey.
sure. Bammy, and Hops came in to shape some tubes.
Yeah, those tubes are unbelievably huge, you guys, with massive millisections. They're so much bigger than I ever imagined when I saw pictures. And guys, watch this, yo. So this whole thing, he's worked out, and he's about to give it the old flasky flask. If you're, you know, if you watch that old demo I did on like a donut flask, it's somewhat similar, just using a marver to flatten it or whatever. He did this to quite a few pieces. He still might be shaping it in preparation for that, getting that shape in line, ready to become a flask. But this is a strong start. I like this a lot. Drew Downs is a cool cat. I've actually got some footage of him from last year that Carrie shot that we haven't even had the opportunity to share yet. So I'm glad
Yeah,
he's
no
getting
doubt.
some love out the gate. He's a nice guy. It was nice to
Uh,
see him again.
Yeah,
Drew is
yeah.
definitely a homie, man. He welcomed me in my first year at Melt. Was very willing to share information. Old school Snodgrass apprentice. I really appreciate the old school techniques. Um, yeah, all around good guy.
Very cool. Hell yeah. So yeah, doing some and this is almost like two demos in one because he does a traditional beaker first and then flattens it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's he gets that really. Here we go. Look at this. Whap whap whap. Look at this thing. He doesn't work with a blow tube, so you really can tell exactly when he's adding air. Sometimes he's hiding out behind the torch or the bench, but you know when he's doing it, kind of thing. And now he's gonna take some time to really get those sides happy. See, because he's got this kind of concave from where it hit the graphite, and kind of probably cooled. There's Etai in the background doing his thing. That's with a section from Yunk, who was a really nice guy. We've like crossed paths or whatever before, but this we really got to sit down and talk. And man, I wanted to give him a shout out. His presence was warm and kind, and he's a really exceptional glass worker. His style lately is just really really cool. Really really awesome concepts in his pieces. Really clean work. Just dope. Yeah, all right, man. Maybe we've seen enough of this one video for the random footage party, though. I think it might be time to mosey on, time to ramble on, like
What's next? What's next? What's next?
Led Zeppelin, or something.
Don't ask for it unless you want to hear it.
Here's your boy Etai, and he does these incredible musical instruments. Is what I think. What I really knew him for, and I put that in the Torch Talk banner. A beautiful piece for a while. It's currently salt or whatever, but and here he's making an exclamation point. I think he's removing it. He's removing the end after he already shaped it out. So we're not actually in the exciting part. I might skip ahead here because yeah, this thing is already done and he's just kind of adding plumbing and stuff to it. I mean, we could get wrapped up here, but this is more functional to the rest of the piece.
Man, he works really fast.
This shit was crazy, right? Oh, Carrie. What's going on? What's going on here?
More salt, gun mounts.
Oh yeah, you know what he does with those.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Salt actually
Gun mount
does work about
train.
that fast, and this is something I think you guys have seen like in Corning demos. But yeah, look at this, and here it is. And then again, it's this coiling of glass that he's about. He did this. It's the same thing he did with that clear over that section, right? And he explained that it's this more preferable stress pattern to him, more like a chain link fence than anything else. And yeah, so here he is making a section of tubing. That was awesome. This episode just went platinum. There's a really cool piece that he made with micro. I'm not certain if anything Let's watch him salt this piece out, you guys. Let's watch this thing get assaulted. Boom.
Good one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, so here's another flask, and I'll tell you guys what, and I'll show you this on a demo, and it's fucking awesome. So I think some of you guys out there, most of you guys, I hope, are fans of Salt's work, and he does what's called the Salt perk, and it's like the linear da 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 da. Sorry, Lucan, but it's essentially he pushes a channel into the side of a wall and then kind of coil pots over the top of it, and like but he slays it with a tungsten pick and pushes a bowl kind of thing. And instead of adding tubing, he kind of builds tubing into the wall of a piece. And he explains that once this is cooked in, it's much better for like sculpting over and stuff like that than having to like try and add a downstem into a piece that has all this crazy sculptural shit and doing your traditional stuff on that. So he came up with this technique of adding the tubing within the body, and it's spread now. Like the guys are doing like full clines, with like that style of tubing or whatever. So like there's no external drains, like nutty shit. People have adapted this to, but it's generally regarded that he's the one who came up with it. And what's going on this piece is that he has made the triangular shape of a flask, right? And then he did a donut near the top, right? And then pushed the channel such that one side's salt perk goes through the donut and then makes a salt perk on the other side. And this is fucking brilliant. This acts as like a natural splash guard, and gives the smoke some room to travel. So like it goes in one side through the top and then out the other side, and then up where it's getting blocked by the donut that it went through itself. The man's a goddamn genius. It's fucking awesome. I'm gonna go grab a beer and let y'all watch him do his thing. Maybe Rob can tell you of his times, man. Rob, maybe tell him a little bit about when you started, man. I know you started years before me, and it's kind of interesting to hear where you came from and all that. Maybe tell him a little bit of that, Playboy.
And there's not much to say. I guess it was about 98 when I took my first class at a store named G13. Mentor was Johnny Belote. And I worked up right until Pipe Dream. And when that went down, I just, I focused back on the construction, focused on my personal company. Um, and really, it was Mike who brought me back, maybe about 3 years ago. And I've been loving it ever since, traveling around, seeing all the good things. Loving going from, pre-internet glass blowing to the age of sharing and caring. It definitely wasn't like that in the 90s, so not much to it.
Not much to it. Way to simplify, Rob.
Yeah, well, that's really cool, man. I appreciate you mentioning that or whatever. But man, I tell you, you were just itching to get back into it, and I really have a feeling you would have found your way back to the torch pretty on the same timeline or very close had I not been there. I don't know. I appreciate that though, man. But your heart beats for glass, man. I can tell. It's
I don't know, man. It was like, yeah, the I had the passion, but at the same time, it's kind of like, you're never gonna buy a motorcycle unless you ride your homie's motorcycle. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
if your boy ain't, isn't willing to let you ride a shit, you're never gonna know the feel, the joy to get back in the saddle. So, without working in your studio, being on your equipment, I really don't know if I would have made the leap.
Well, cheers, man. Hell yeah. That's my pleasure to help on that. Oh, there we go. We opened up a little thing there to change the blow tube here. Let's watch. I think he's probably going to add what's like an offset blow tube, I guess, to change the angle such that it gets back on straight, even though he hasn't like opened a perfectly straight hole on the on the other end. This is always fun to watch. If you've seen this done, I mean, it's still cool. And if you haven't, it's like, hold up, wait. Or my Bluetooth to be acting too soft. All right. All right, so check it out. While it's got that heat in there, he's gonna heat it a little back. We see thick. He is really thick where it connects. You know, it's strong there. And here he's just letting it droop a bit. And now look at that. His blow tube. He's gonna feel it out now, but it's pretty close to being like, oh yeah. I think he was taking a call from his wife.
Right.
This is how ballers do. You know what I'm saying? Like they're selling the piece while it's being made. You know what I mean?
There you
It's
go.
like,
Yeah, yeah.
not just playing. I think he was, and yeah, no, he's man. Salt is a family man. He was often, taking time to communicate. You see, man, he sets a good example, just like as a human. Period. Lucan's the shit. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, let's move on here. I'm showing you too much. No, I'm just playing. This is literally just the first memory card of mine. Like, there's like so many more cards, and then it's crazy how much there is to go through here. Let's jump to another card. Like with these are some other stuff. This is my backup drive that I'm desperately trying to force space onto. And yo, big up, yo, the homie Rob, who's with us here, man. He filmed some shows at the Melt after I moved, and we get the opportunity to see some cool shit because of him. I'll give you guys a quick preview.
Man, much love, man. Much love. I'd say a pleasure to be able to do it.
Yeah, dude, for sure. Look at what Lisa's pieces, y'all.
Mm, this was an amazing demo. This
Yeah.
is by far like there were a few catastrophes through this and a lot of amazing saves. That just shows like what kind of skill level is here and what we're all capable of doing once we find that that master.
Hell yeah. And Lisa's super cool. We had the opportunity to chat with her about this out at Champs, and she's gonna join us for a fireside chat about this when it's all edited up, and maybe Rob can join us too since he was the one who was there and filmed it. So there's like a preview of a future episode here, maybe this fall, maybe in the winter. It really comes down to when Lisa can join us. So I thought I'd give you guys just a second of that.
That
Like I
was like a
said,
14-hour demo or something too,
it,
wasn't
Oh
it?
man,
yeah, it's seriously, and then we got the Hemlock demo as well.
that was a
Um,
long day. That was a long day, but well worth it. Good times that day.
oh man, there's so much amazing footage in here. I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
Focus, Mike. Focus. We're going to melt.
What's this?
There's some hot link challenge on there.
Oh man, that's not, that's the Starship. I want to see that Bates marble. My folders are lying to me. No man, that's Marcel. Y'all know the deal.
Draco.
Yeah, big bad glass ball. There's one of these cool components for a piece. Yeah, there's so much that you guys haven't seen yet that I haven't not just simply haven't had the opportunity to share yet. And okay, where were we going? Melt 2019. Okay, now guys, all right. Let me now there's going to be a special video about Melt Dodgeball. But as you can see, okay, if you look closely on the other side, there's Carrie. So she's filming one side and I'm filming the other side. So you're only gonna get one side here. Carrie had to step away in the beginning, so I was filming the other side for just a sec. But for the most part, my footage is just the other side, and we're gonna be able to match those up. So you'll be able to get to. I'm gonna cut it up to clips of just dudes throwing the balls, and then the cut of the person getting hit by it. And it's gonna be just like this, but you're gonna get to see who gets hit, and it'll be really quick. Just cut, 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 cut. But this is just mine, and this will take some editing. There's Kate Burners over there doing her thing. And sometimes Carrie jumped in here too. She was crazy. She should have jumped in on the other side, so I could have filmed her. It was I don't know. We're gonna have to hope that her she got there's white chocolate glass in the background there, and Kate. I think white
Right.
chocolate's first time at Melt. There's the homie Rob doing his thing. There's Chaka. Oh, Chaka caught that shit. Yeah, this was so much fun, you guys. This is
No, this is good
Oh, did you
times.
guys see Blake just
Highlight
take
of
one
the
in the
week.
head? Hold on, let's go back. Let's go back on that one. Oh! I'm sorry. One more time. One more time. Oh, oh, oh! White fire, white fire. Watch out for them. Trust me, you guys are gonna get to see some critical white fire. Oh, here it come, here it come, here it come. Oh, oh. All right, okay, all right. I gotta stop. I'm sorry, Blake. I love you. We actually have an amazing demo from Blake. Um, oh, 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 oh. Who is
Oh,
this? Who is
I was
this?
a toe over the line, so I got
She
disqualified.
did. Yeah, that was actually. Oh. There's this is Mama. Oh man, she told us some very, very interesting stories over dinner after Melt. I'll tell
Oh
you that.
wow.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into it, Rob, at
Yeah,
all.
it should be a little censored. Maybe like
No,
more.
no. It's just enough said. Enough said. Um, all right. Well, I wanted you guys to see this moment where Rob took down a whole team of people.
No, it was a
What?
hefty.
Wow.
Close enough. All right. So in the end, man, it was Rob and this homie having the last stand. I'm sorry. I don't know if I ever got this guy's name. I feel bad, but he was always good vibes.
Oh, Josh sees himself.
Rob back there with some with the duck and dodge, man, for real. Putting the dodge in the dodgeball.
I've seen some pictures of Kate's
Ooh,
knee
oh,
Oh,
on
one more
Instagram,
round.
and
and here
yeah,
it is, the Terminator,
watch out.
the closer.
Terminator.
Yeah, because they just send back one at a time in theory. Although I think in the new movie it's gonna be like they actually sent back a shitload of them, but some of them just didn't figure out what the fuck to do or whatever.
Oh shit! Rapid fire.
Yeah. Oh, and like I said, guys, Carrie's filming the other side, so we'll edit this into a proper White Fire Slays demo. But in the meantime, look at that shit! Look at that! Look at my boy,
Dancing,
dude! Look at him go!
dancing,
Matrix moves.
Yup.
Matrix.
dancing.
Yeah, so Carrie's got all the opposing shots of him taking these cats out and them getting hit. I assume embarrassingly to the face. You guys
Pretty
are
wore
just.
out at this point. This is like
Yep.
almost time for needing a refresh.
I think you may have paused for a drink at one point. You were that stunting on him. You were like, bitches, hold on while I drink some iced tea.
I don't know if that was iced tea, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm just. There's Tasha from Stoked back there. Big shout outs to her. She's done such a great job of helping share the magic of Melt, in my opinion. And
Oh
actually, you
yeah.
guys, total bonus here, yo. Like Nico Cray, the homie, has a show going down at Stoked the day before. I need to be in Vermont for Pipe Classic. So on Saturday, I'm rolling up to Stoked to film a whole nother demo with Nico Cray.
That's
Hours of
awesome.
Nico Cray are going down. This is why I gotta go buy hard drives and shit. I'm about to be filling space I don't have even before I get to Pipe Classic. So huge shout outs to Charlie and Zach and Tasha at Stoked. If you're anywhere near Connecticut and going through that area, man, Stoked is the place to go.
You
And
enjoying this, Rob?
they have classes and shit. And there it was, man. Rob just took them out, man. The fucking
Rob's over there laughing on the
solo
couch.
victory, man. Took out like a bunch of people.
I am enjoying this. This was actually a good recap.
This-
This was a fond memory.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's documented where I can replay it over and over.
yeah.
I don't get to win often.
All right, let's get into Carrie's what
Yeah,
empty
let's see how I
folder.
did.
Ooh.
That doesn't
Oh,
look
empty,
good.
empty,
Yep,
empty, empty.
Well, I
Oh,
don't know
Carrie
what-
didn't. Carrie forgot to press record.
Yeah, Carrie's folder is empty. Well, let's just sort it by the largest thing here. Sort by size again. Here we go. 3.71 gigs. Who is this? Oh, now can we? I think
Oh,
do y'all know who this is?
Uh,
This is
I would have loved to have been in there for this.
Tim
This
to the
was great. I
motherfucking
got a lot of
dryer.
stuff from Tim.
Yeah, this is some hot shit. Now, guys, if you're not familiar, this is Tim Drier. I had a feeling we would find some of his footage because, and guys, the melt homies, were kind enough to trust me to do the filming and visuals in the main stage. And as a result, I really wasn't able to film in the torch tent. And Carrie, is like stepped up, and she broke her feet and her back and everything filming all of this stuff for you guys. And Tim Drier is an artist I really love and respect. And I really, we kind of put the full court, what I now lovingly refer to as the Azul treatment. When Azul Glass came last year, man,
Right,
we
right,
pretty
yeah.
much positioned a camera there at all times. And
Tim's great. He was a lot of fun to demo because he's so engaging and he talks you through the process. When other people were coming up and he was given like short little lessons, they had asked questions or brought him prep or whatever, But yeah, it was really great filming him. It was a
very
lot of fun.
cool. Yeah,
He
so
works at Dow
Tim,
Chemical, he was saying.
yeah, this is guys is an extraordinarily experienced scientific glass worker, but his more recent artistic passion is making really interesting and unique drinkware. And I think he has a series like Drinkware Reinvented, and I strongly encourage you to go to his Instagram that's listed in the video description. His work is just spectacular and fun and innovative, and man, trust me, it is worth your time to click that and definitely see what he's up to. It's really cool, and as you guys can see here, he has a somewhat of a unique method of working. I've seen some other people who've kind of adopted it, but I think it's kind of colloquially known now as, Tim Drier style, or, whatever you want to call it, but where he's using these two rollers that he has set up and utilizing them to kind of form an almost hand lathe. And he has it at torch level,
Mm-hmm.
and, it's a whole universe, and unto of itself with its own rules and physics or whatever you want to call it. But it's really neat the way he works glass, and it allows him, tremendous precision, and I think it's really cool. So I was,
I
here.
zoomed out at points just to see his other hand because
Yeah, of
he was like
course.
dancing to the music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What is he making here, Carrie?
I believe this is the decanter that he gifted to Sean.
Mm,
Yeah. I did share that photo with you
I love it.
in the yeah, in that thing if you wanted to show that at some point, but
Okay, it may be more difficult to go digging through that without showing the audience my Facebook
right,
messages and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So that
No, 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 it
y'all
was
don't need to
a
see that shit.
gotcha. Yeah, no, you definitely need to need to not see that stuff. Um,
Carrie.
yeah. I'll just post a link to
Woo.
the album in chat and everybody can go look at it.
Yeah, and guys, look at this. I thought this is really neat. Just the way he works this glass and has it on these rollers and has it at the balance point, and I mean, definitely an interesting glass worker. He has some killer demos on Corning's site, but I'm happy to like double or even more the amount of footage we have of this amazing flame worker,
Yeah,
and
well, I was
that's
waiting
kind
to
of
get a what did I say it was a condenser, a still condenser. I was waiting to get that from him at one point, and he was working on several different things, and he did like a clear goblet demo real quick for somebody that had been asking about it. So he just came over and set that up real quick. So I got that. That's a short one, and I actually ended up getting this whole process just by chance.
yeah, very cool,
Whenever I walked over, he was working on it the first couple days. So
killer. Well, this is dope. Let's move on a little bit. We'll definitely
yeah,
save this for
yeah.
its own thing. Oh, there's
Let's
Rob in
see
the
what
house
else
chilling.
Carrie got.
Yeah, let's see what else Carrie's got. Okay, look at that though. That is so cool. Man, oh man, is that cool? Fuck yes. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you so
hmm
much for all of your work, filming amazing things for
Yeah,
all of
thank both
us.
of you.
It is so appreciated. Let's see what else is on this card. What do we got here? Oh, this folder looks promising. Let's sort these bad boys by their size. And yeah, homies, if you're tuning in late, this is like a melt footage preview party. I am on the road still. I'm gonna film a demo this weekend at Stoked with Nico Cray, and then I'm gonna film Pipe Classic the week after that with an absolute amazing lineup of people who are like just legends and teachers, and oh, it's gonna be so fucking awesome. So, um,
See a
I'm
Jason Howard prayer bowl on the far side of that top row.
okay.
What else?
Oh, this the
Oh,
you guys.
right.
This is the dog Zariel Shore. Yeah,
This went on a Salt collab piece, didn't it?
I think it may have. He is an absolutely amazing dot worker,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. I would call I don't
When
know. Is this allowed to say?
Flannelist.
But like he's like a Japanese level dot worker or whatever. I don't know. I mean, those guys, you know who I'm talking
Japanese are
about,
known
like
for being precise.
Rose and guys like that who are absolute axe murderers at this technique. So I don't hope that's I'm gonna get like hashtagged out or whatever. Cancelled. Twitch Talk is cancelled.
What?
I complimented the Asians.
Now, now.
No, I'm just playing.
Moving on.
And look at this. This is always a hard angle to get, you know. But all right,
Yeah,
and
it is.
guys, if you're not familiar with Zariel's work, I mean, it is fucking amazing. I mean, I think you can already see where that's going. But this is something that people always ask about, and I have footage of it in another demo. But look, he's using just the end of like a stringer, like one of his things that he pulls down to dot with just a little bit, and he's just scratching the glass with itself. And apparently, this does not cause any issues, in the final product. It just gives him a guide that he can see, that's not going anywhere. But that, I guess, I mean, it's like a scale of hardness thing, like Boros, like, I guess it can scratch itself a little, but I don't think it's doing much surface damage. Um, maybe I'm just getting too deep on this. Regardless, that's what he uses to mark these crazy patterns that he lays, is that he's got a bit of a visual reference. And his
Yeah, it's
work
like it's
is
not a score line, it's just a little scratch.
Yeah, it's
So
just a little scratch, and it's hard to even see once you're not in the right exact light. Like when you were catching it just a second ago, you can barely see it.
yeah.
It's distinctly there though, and I mean, look at him go here.
So you guys are getting to see some of the rough edits that Mike ends up cutting out
Yeah, I
for you
cleaned
all.
these up for you guys, like
Carrie
dots.
trying to find the focus on a 2-inch screen.
No, I mean this is a very difficult angle to shoot from, and a very difficult thing to capture. So don't be disturbed. Oh yeah, look at this. Jason to the motherfucking Howard.
Did you end up getting the other part of this?
I don't know. He didn't want to do it. He was like,
I was
I
wondering.
don't think so, dog. Torch Talk has had enough.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. It was just, oh shit. Rob, Whitefire to the rescue. Are you
What?
muted by chance, Rob?
I think
Are you
maybe
muted?
so. I saw him talking but did not hear him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
must have been muted.
Sorry.
I believe I had the stuffing puff from this
Okay.
on my phone.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
awesome.
yes. Cheers, man. We'd love to see that. But here he is, guys, doing this technique. I did this years ago on Torch Talk. Have you been with us since like 2015? You remember my wiffle ball ornament demo, which is
Oh,
a very
right.
similar
Yeah.
technique. But here he's using that Herbert Arnold center fire to laser through this blank and do, this pop hole. He calls them prayer bowls. And what he does is takes like really big gathers and just blowouts into these forms. And I've seen him do them with like dew glasses for the cellos. Do you remember those ones, Rob? Those were fucking amazing.
I do.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that.
that sounds like it could be really cool.
Oh, yo, they were so fucking cool. They're worth looking up. I'll like in the future, I will add Jason's Instagram to this thing.
Cool.
And look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Oh, oh. Make that motherfucker pop. Boop. So fucking. Then he goes around the rim. So you pay attention to that. It's not just lasering it. It's that you gotta like tell the glass where to go afterwards, sort of thing. Anyways, footage preview party.
Yes, yeah.
What is this? Oh, look at this. This Ariel's thing.
The dancing flame.
Very cool. Oh, that's the one we probably just watched. Ooh wee! Look at that. Look at that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Let's jump into another. This is just Carrie's first memory card. We got three memory cards of hers,
Let's see what
two
happens
more of
day 2 or
mine.
3.
Shit's
No,
crazy.
seriously, I get much better by day 3. If this started on day 3, you'd have much less sorting to do.
It's
I also
true.
get less shy about getting right up on people. So like um the Firefly demo, had I been a little bit more loose, it would have been a much better angle this time. Alas, Mike will edit it up for you as best he can.
Oh, look at this. Nick and Nield Innovations here, you guys. I've got a sick piece that is like looks like a big version of this. We'll
Yes.
probably see a little bit of it that Salt worked on, and it's really cool. So it's really neat to see. This looks like a small version or something, but here he
Yeah,
is making a skull.
this is a small skull he passed off to Ben Burton, Ben Bertoni Glass.
Yeah, Bertoni was in the house. Shout outs to
Yeah,
Ben, really nice guy. Really
he
nice
added
chatting with him and getting to know him a little better this year.
yeah, he added tentacles to this piece.
Oh
And I
hell
think
yeah!
one of them just posted it in their story today on Instagram.
All right, very cool. So we got a skull.
I think this one was filmed after the large one that I filmed him doing that he passed off to Salt.
Very cool. That's a nice piece. Oh, oh. I want to see the rest of that. Let's keep watching. Oh, yeah, this is cool. This is gonna make a fun demo. Hell yeah, Carrie! Thank you so much for filming this stuff while I was over in the other tent
Of
doing the
course.
damn thing. This is it. Really
My
means
pleasure.
we have so much cool shit we'll get to see as a result of that.
Did you get to see any of those little skulls on any pieces?
No,
Okay. I'm just trying to remember if I caught any. I don't remember if I did or not.
who is this? This is Rosberg over here,
Yes, it is.
looking like Rosberg. Big shout outs to Ryan. Here he is. He's working on a burger. This is a little
A,
tiny solid burger, you guys.
it's
This
a
is
pizza burger.
it's a pizza burger with a pizza from Brendan Taylor, y'all. Are yeah, BTMF, whatever. Wait,
Is it
B.
BMFT?
Yes,
Yeah,
BMFP.
I'm sorry, I fucked that up.
What does that stand for?
Brendan motherfucking Taylor, isn't it? I thought, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
No, am I wrong?
That sounds right. BMFT, that makes
I
sense.
thought so.
It's a
I
good
don't
way
know.
to remember it.
Yeah, yeah. Like, what does it
If
stand for?
nothing else.
Like, which wallet is yours? The one that says bad. That's what it reminds me of.
Okay, all right.
What does it stand for? Brendan motherfucking Taylor. You're like,
Yes,
all right,
yes.
all right. So yeah, doing some burger surgery here, guys. Tonight I tried. Rob's not a fan of this. I tried the Impossible Whopper,
Oh man.
the fake burger. Yeah, it's it was dank. It was. I'm a big. I like the. I'm not a vegetarian or nothing. I love all sorts of beef. But I think the
He's trying to
Impossible.
get me to have the Impossible Burger from Burger King, and I don't know if I can eat anything from Burger King.
Yeah, see, she's a holdout just cause she's like too proud for fast food.
I don't want it sharing the grill with whatever that other stuff is.
Yeah. Yeah. That other stuff is called salmonella. No, I'm just
There
playing,
you
but
go. You like that, Rob?
I love you, Carrie. Uh,
So did Salt? So I know Salt did a Rosberg. Was it a hamburger or was it something else?
he did one with Salt that was like a miniature solid hamburger. And I think maybe some of you guys saw that because Carrie went live and I was filming to the Torch Talk group. So if you're not part of our community on Facebook, you might just be a racist or something. No, I'm just playing, but like,
You got kicked
you
out,
got
huh?
kicked out.
All you
No,
gotta
just
do is apologize and be civil.
no.
Seriously.
I'm just playing. I'm just playing
Or just
sometimes.
no, just ask to join. Really, I think.
Nah, man. I don't know if anybody out there's watching
So
that got the boot.
Rosberg,
Just ask. Just
Rosberg was also doing some like turkey legs or chicken legs or something. I saw him do a collab with Hick Dog that was pretty cool.
That's a
yep,
signature piece.
yep. He knows that if he doesn't do it, somebody will be like, "Pff, well, Rosberg's just doing burgers, man. I'm going straight for KFC." Like that, you know what I mean? Like, so he's got to get on that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get in that chicken tenders game, man. You know what I mean?
That's
yeah,
next. Yes,
yeah,
that's next.
yeah. That's my thing. So, oh yeah, what's next? This looks like a lot of Rosberg in here.
Yeah, that's all Rosberg. What's at the very end?
I don't know, but it's a very small file, so it's not really
Oh,
worth
okay.
watching. But we'll see what this is.
Okay. Ah, what I was talking about. Look at that.
Whoa! Oh shit! What is this?
Good job. So this
Yeah.
is a Rosberg Hick Dog collab.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
My homie has one of these. It's actually a very nice pipe. Very, I mean, it just so close to like colors and of the bone and the structure of the skin. Like I love these pieces. He's got a few of his carb caps as well. The burgers, they're amazing.
Very cool. Oh, what are we gonna get a? Are we gonna get a mouthpiecing here? Hell yeah! I'll take it. Let's enjoy a mouthpiecing by Hick Dog. And you guys, Hick Dog is actually a super sweet dude.
He also has a class in
Yeah, right ahead of
Denver, right?
yeah, Windstars with Chaka Glass, another
Yeah.
really nice guy. If you could make it to Denver in October and you're interested in working or learning with any of those flame workers, do it. Speaking of learning with flame workers, Facebook today did that like memories thing. It was like I don't know, I forget, like 4 or 5 years ago or something, maybe even six. I forget. It was 2014. It popped up a picture of Laceface throwing down on a sick piece with Mickelson, and that's when I took that class that she
Aw.
taught with Robert Mickelson, and it was really cool. So yeah, that's where I was like 6 years ago, I guess. Five, I forget. Whatever. It was the memories thing. You all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, they that's where I was many years ago today, learning with Laceface, and it turns out that that was her first class. I found that out later. I never knew that. Maybe she told us at the time, but I don't think so. I think she was playing it cool for Robert.
I've done this a million times.
Yeah. You're reminding me of my when I gave her a jersey lace face or whatever. What do you mean, Robert? I teach all the time. That was Cockney lace
That
face.
was not Jersey.
No, that was. I'll have to give her a different accent
Right
every time.
then, I've done this times.
Yeah, but I have to do it a different comical accent each time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never been to New Zealand, eh?
Yeah.
All right, all right. What's next? Hick Dog.
Seasons change all the time. I mean, because you got that documentary, Seasons of Change. No, all right. No. That was a joke for the Lace Face fans. You know,
Okay,
yeah, you
okay.
gotta gotta be into the Lace Face deep cuts or whatever.
I guess, yeah. All right,
All
we're
right,
on.
we go.
Oh, and then
There's a
that
whole.
looks like back to Tim Drier, day 2.
Yeah, I think we're gonna move on to Mike's card too.
Okay, let's see.
Just find out what happens
Let's see
here.
what Salt's doing, day 2, right? Isn't that the day that he did
I
all
don't.
the
I don't know. I
collabs?
mean, whoa. There is a 26 gig
Woo!
file here. I don't know what this is, or if I just left the camera going on accident and
It's the
wandered
day we
off.
went swimming.
Oh, it is. Look at that. I was like, I'm just gonna leave the
Hey,
camera going.
that's cool, yeah.
With that skull. Yeah, I think this might actually be the time that we went swimming.
Oh, there was
There
one
was this one
day.
beautiful day, and
Yeah.
it turns out that we'd been filming all fucking day, and all Carrie asked to do was make a cup and go swimming. So I was like, yeah, we're going swimming before it's too cold or whatever. So that must be what that file is.
Yeah.
Oop, pardon me, a brief moment of fun. But I still left the camera going, so we got the dang footage. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Oh,
like
there's
this.
Carrie. We're live. Live in the evening. Here's a Hick
Oh
Dog
yeah, this
Salt.
is this is the Hick Dog one. Yo, this was crazy. And if you guys didn't see this, These are Hick Dog's traditional style of pendant, and he usually opens up these eyes. We've actually got a really sick Sherlock where he does one of these on the end and does all the stuff with the eyes. Salt added an eye fucking through the socket from behind. This was some
Yeah, Hick Dog
crazy new
said he's
shit.
always wanted to try this, and so
Yeah, big up to the
the
homie
salt
Aaron in
played
the
out
background
tonight. Yeah.
there. Looks like he's lensing and or giving the eyebrow rather to an eye there. And that's what he does. He flattens it out and then gives it the swippity swipe and then gives it the kickety carve. Flattens it out across the top or whatever. Make sure it's kind of flush to the ends. Really cool stuff. Where's that eye part at? Did he already
Do
do it?
you
This might be
do you
after he
mean
did
this
it.
for not being full screen or
I'm just trying to find the cool
okay?
part. Oh, this is actually a
Okay.
pipe that he did with Aaron in the
Yeah, Aaron,
background
you.
there.
Yeah,
Aaron,
Aaron
you.
Uretsky.
Uretsky, that's right. I was like, Aaron, you Tretsky, and everybody's like, boo, boo, it's Uretsky. Mike, you're an idiot. I don't remember when I said that, but like three people immediately were like, no, no,
No, Mike.
no, Mike.
This is how you say it.
Get the goddamn name right. And what didn't, it wasn't a good time for me. Now, look at all these homies hanging around, and a very, very attractive homie in particular.
Oh, Aaron, you over his shoulder, you mean?
You know what I'm talking about, Aaron. He's so cute. I'm just playing. It's you, baby. It's you.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, here he is. He salted this piece up really cool. What else do we got here? Oh shit. Okay, and you know what?
Phil Siegel.
I was hoping we would find a little of this because this is what was in the cover image and what I posted in the group.
Oh,
And this is a
wow.
really fun piece. It's it's kind of like I thought it was going to micro to be like a boo or whatever head or whatever, but it turns out it went on a sick ass snake from Nico. And I thought that was really. Let's see if we. He's already added the tongue there. If you notice he's opened his mouth up and then inside of it there's like a little nub. He added that nub and cooked that nub in, and that nub is where he attached the rest of the tongue later.
Hmm.
Critical tongue information tech there or whatever. So tuck that shit away if you ever need to open a mouth. I mean, he
Okay.
basically gouged in that angle, and then pushed the rest of it in. But he's adding that nub first allowed him to get that cooked in and sealed in before he added and tipped off these teeth, which then it gave him just a little distance from the back because if he had to go in there and try and stick that thing and cook it in with all those teeth and shit in the way, there's no way he was going to get a good consistent seal. There's probably other ways to slice this. I don't sculpt faces like this and add tongues and mouths and shit. This is way above my pay grade. So I'm doing my best to John Madden this one for you, but at the end of the day, I'd be riding a lot of buses. So and no, but that's what it is. It's John Madden jokes aside. That dude was afraid to fly and shit, so we always took a bus. He had like the Madden Express.
I'm
Anyways,
gonna step away for a second.
yeah, that's fine. So yeah,
Don't go through too much because then I'll have to catch up with my notes.
I thought that was a really fun part of that. So, anyways, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, at that point he tipped it off a little bit. Here he is tipping off a tooth. See that he got that nice dank heat in it. You could really see how even it was, how evenly hot it was at that moment. And then just grabbed it by the tip and allowed it to pull out to that angle. He's doing it on the other side. We can't see it there, but we can just rewind to that last one. Look at that. All right, here he goes. He's getting that heat in it. Really letting that heat soak into it. See, look at that nice orange. And he just didn't do it all quick though. He like went back from one to the other. He soaked some heat into the other so it's still hot while he's working on this one. Save himself a little time and he's already got that core heat in it. Easier to get dank heat if you already start out, with a little bit of heat established instead of letting it get all cold. A lot to learn from just a few seconds of watching this dude work for real. Like, anyways, all right. Phil Siegel, ladies and gentlemen. His link is below. He made so many incredible pieces. There's one with all these clouds and stars that he made with Etai that is so beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys some of the techniques involved in that, like the patterning techniques and stuff. Well, here's more assault in the tent. There's Windstar's piece. Getting started working on that. Big shout outs to Shayla. Oh, there's Paul, the other owner of Coexist Gallery. I was giving Sean a shout out there, but I really should give a shout out to Paul as well, the co-owner, Paul Catherman. Polly Two Fingers. There's Firefly in the house. Oh shit! Here's the piece with Melissa Evans. She came over and brought him this piece that had like a crazy. Let's go back just a little bit. Look at that piece. It's pretty cool. It's got a fun pattern, a really fun flattened kind of wig-waggy looking, but more organic section. I thought it was really cool. There's Salt and Firefly. That's Zariel Shore in the background, who you saw doing that incredible dot working earlier. Super, super sweet dude. His work is incredible. Year after year lets us stick a camera in his face forever, because I'm sincerely fascinated by his process. Yo, look at this. Snip. 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 Your work is now 10 times more valuable. See, but
Yes. Whose piece is this? I can't see it right now.
This is Melissa Evans.
Okay, all right. That's
Yeah,
what
so
I thought.
she brought him that piece, and now Salt is just like going to town on it. I thought this was really neat. Just watch what he does with this thing, you guys. I thought this was really fun. And shout outs to Melissa, who came out to melt. She's a return melter and somebody who's been part of the community. So always fun to see a familiar face out at Melt. And look what he does. He's turning these things into like cool looking tentacle things.
She posted a picture of this. If you guys caught that thread in Torch Talk that night that Salt was going to be going around to do the collabs, she posted a picture the next day of her piece. So you guys may have seen it. The end result.
Look at these. This is like, man, we should be watching this in slow motion, real talk. I mean, do you guys see how he was letting that heat soak in, but then giving it these little subtle tug, little tug, just these subtle movements, and just to get the glass to initiate flow is what I call it. And you'll sometimes see him do that. He'll heat the end of a thing and then whip it out real quick. And that's just another way of initiating that flow in the glass and kind of getting these molecules all kind of going in the right direction that you want. It's advanced stuff. I'm gonna be making a series out of this called Melt University, and I really look forward to sharing a lot of this stuff in depth, and really getting into what makes this so awesome. I think he may be letting those things fuse together there for stability purposes. And it's almost like he's got this thing where he does something similar on another cat's piece, and he laid in a little bit of clear dots between a few different tentacles, and he called it like a sculptural bale, because within that spot you could lay your loop for the pendant. I thought that was really neat. We'll share that in another video, most likely, unless we stumble upon it right now. But hell yeah, it was really fun to watch how he lays that heat in and then curves these tentacle looking things around. Yeah, see, I think he was bringing it right in there where that last curve, before it terminates. So they're all kind of touching. I think, yeah, he might actually be adding that little clear bridge. A really subtle clear bridge. Oh, doop. Just a little tiny clear bridge there. Not much different though if you think about it than like if you're doing a jointed, on like a little, like a rig where it stands up and bridges to the piece or whatever. Like it's that same little dotted clear, you sneak in there and then cook it in, and then you can go work the rest of the joint, and the where it actually seals, shit like that. It's all the same. And here he is doing Salt's tentacle thing. We saw this in his Glass Vegas demo. We've seen this in a lot of his recent work. And guys, I'll share something else with you. Make this episode even more valuable. Because I don't know, man. It's just so crazy to see so many random things at once. I feel like that's fun. I'm enjoying it, at least.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm enjoying
okay.
this too.
So y'all see that rod right there? And you're like, oh, that's that Uber blush, right? Well, it is. But it's only like 10% Uber blush, actually. I forget. I think he said it was like cotton candy or something like that. I forget what color he mentioned, but what he did was I think he took like a clear and then coated it in the cotton candy or whatever. It's a Boro bar color that's really similar. So he made this big blank of solid that was like a very similar color. And then he did his last, where he coils it around the spiral that we saw, in like two different things now. He
Give it like a
coiled
different color skin.
He coiled it around with just a little bit of that blush, that Uber blush, which for you guys who don't know, it's like this pink that he really likes to use. Many people like to use it for gums and stuff, and that type of look. But it's like it's kind of sold out right now. I don't know what's up with that company. I can't give you the details there, but that shit is hard to find right now. And so what he did was, yeah, he used a similar color for the bulk of it, clear and even on the interior. But that's it up to you if your color can handle that. But yeah, the idea here was that he took that color that was hard to find and made a big solid rod of it by just laying enough of it on a very similar color. I thought that was a super clever technique, and I think that this won't just work for blush. This will work for a lot of colors that you might only have a little bit of, but maybe you got a similar color. Maybe you can just get away with making a core of that color and giving a little touch of the real color on the outside, and it comes out to be very similar. So I thought that was super brilliant. Here he is doing some carving. Salt always has the coolest shirts. Always repping like Bob Ross or Bruce Lee. I actually believe he's going to be regarded, if he isn't already, as that type of figure, like a transformative figure. Um, he really is an amazing artist. He's a trailblazer. This dude made a fucking bong at Corning for the first time. This was
Yeah.
confirmed. I've always suspected that that was the first one, but I've now confirmed this with my friends at Corning. There's Josh Ford who showed up. He was like, "Oh shit, what are you doing on my torch, dog?" He thought that Josh Ford went to bed, so he'd been doing all these demos, and now we're actually joking about his torch because he's got this like wooden dowel that's like clamped to the base, and that's what he put a blast shield on. Because I guess he upgraded his torch, but he was like, "Fuck that! I'm not getting a new blast shield. I'll just put a fucking wood rod that matches the same diameter as my old torch and put that underneath." So and now Salt's trying to pretend he likes his torch setup. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is great, man. I mean, look at all this shit you can do." Da, da, da. I'm just playing. He liked it.
Throwing salt everywhere, maybe even under the bus.
Yeah, right. No. I'm just playing.
I know, I know.
Nah, he was just caught in that moment where he thought that Josh Ford had gone to bed already, and here he is, comes to find another guy in his torch.
Yeah, but it's salt. So
Well, I mean,
there's that.
a man's torch is a man's torch. It's not like the fucking back in medieval times where like the king gets to like fuck your wife when you get married or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thankfully.
Well, it's salt. I mean, he gets to work on whatever torch he wants, right? Like, oh, maybe. All right, all right. And there, check this out, you guys. I thought this was cool. He made this nice seal to the back and then immediately did the same type of offsetting, whatever we want to call it. I'm calling it offset punny. Is that right? I don't know. If there's another technical term for this out there, you guys, just let me know. I'll be like, damn. And here we go. So look at that. Like the whole bottom half has been severely assaulted. He did this to so many pieces this week that there's probably a trending hashtag, like Me Too Salt or whatever. I don't know. Okay.
There should be if there's not.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, we're playing with fire here in more than one ways tonight, but what fun is a party if you don't have fun?
Thanks for popping into chat, Bob.
Oh, what is Rob over there in the chat, my man?
Yeah.
I figured it out. I forgot that I wasn't following. I'm sitting here looking at the computer screen like, why can't I see what everybody's saying? I'm not looking at it.
Like, why is Rob so quiet? I figured out how to play Call of Duty. This is crazy.
Rob had drinks and forgot. It's my first time. Cut me some slack.
Yeah, it's all good, dog. It's great to have you, man. This is really
Feel like
cool.
I'm on Howard Stern, like I'm about to get assaulted over here.
Oh, well. I suppose we could make that happen. Give us some time.
Right?
Whoa.
Baba booey or whatever.
That's my Robin laugh. It's been a while, but I'll try.
Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we do have fun here at Fireside Chat. So here, guys, he's got this like ivory gun mount or whatever, and there was that move I was talking about where he gives it that quick little whip, 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 and kind of gets it flowing, narrows it out, without having to pull on it. And here's this super slick thing that he just I mean, he has this diggity diggity down. He gives it that quick whoop whoop, whips it out so that it's got a small diameter at the end and seals it on really hot. Lets it cool a bit and that timing, and then just heats at the tip so it pulls more away from the tip, and tapers naturally. Very, very slick move, and he's just like, man, so clean and good with this. And I watched him do this to so many different pieces, different scales, different applications. And he's such a fun artist to watch work. It's like his style. This is what he talks about enjoying doing is being able to be freestyle with it, and look at a piece that somebody hands him and kind of have this vision. And there was no set thing. Like she handed him this piece, and he was like, He just looked at it, and he was like, man, all right, well if I slice that bottom there and pull this thing there and da 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 da, and it's
Right?
like, man, and he does this over and over and over again in so many unique ways. Man, I'm sorry if I'm going on a bit, but Salt is, like I said,
I'm
he's that
looking
dude. He's the trailblazer for us, and man,
looking forward to his cadmium lecture
right,
demo.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
when that's gonna happen, but
If we had a PA set up, he had wanted to do a very specific talk about cadmium colors and working with them, but it wasn't, so it didn't happen. I did my best to try and make it happen on the last minute, the second he said that to me, but
oh,
it
it
just
will happen.
it will happen. That shit's happening. Don't get me wrong.
As soon as I heard that, it's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
if I have to fucking sneak outside his house to make it happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna drive down to Texas. No, maybe we'll have him up to Lincoln Hot Glass to teach a class, and then
Ooh, now you got ideas.
right,
Now you're talking.
yeah.
And guys, you know what? Speaking of classes, I want to talk about another one of my supporters now. I'm out here at Lincoln Hot Glasses where I have my bench at now. And so if you're anywhere in the Midwest and you're interested in learning about Boro or Want to come take a simple class? They have all sorts of options, but just tuck away that here in the Midwest in Lincoln, Nebraska, an hour outside Omaha, is a really nice Boro teaching studio. Um, they're going to be doing, and maybe I don't know. I'm not even sure I'm supposed to be talking about this yet. This is like, and look at this, guys. He's added a milli eye, and now adding the tiniest dot of clear. And now he's going
Where'd
to
you get
cook
that
that all
Millie?
in. He brings all kinds of millies. He's got a shitload of
Oh,
millies.
right, right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not one of mine,
He
baby.
had a little bucket he
Okay.
was carrying around, right?
Yeah. So now he's gonna cook that all in, and on these small ones, he's just using this hand torch, and adding this little tiny chip that has the small eye and a bit of white. That's what he does, and then he adds that bit of clear and lets it all cook down together, and it really makes this beautiful looking eye that he can then add the brows and the glass that goes over it to or whatever. We'll see him do it again. Um, but yeah, that's a really neat technique. What was I talking about? I lost that now because what he was
Well,
doing
you
was
said
so
maybe
cool.
you shouldn't be talking about it, so I wasn't going to remind you.
No, no, remind me. I'm just kidding. What was it?
This is Lincoln Hot Glass and classes and stuff.
Oh, that thing. Maybe I'm not supposed to talk about it. I'm just fucking around. They're gonna do a boot camp, a Boro boot camp here. I just don't have any dates or anything like that. I just know that, like, yo, if you're in the Midwest, anywhere near Nebraska, we're gonna find
Kansas
a way to
City,
make
3
it.
hours.
Yeah, we're gonna find a. There she is. She actually made it over. That's Melissa. Shout outs to Melissa Evans. She's cool.
Awesome.
There's Nico in the background. He's cool too. And yeah, no, that's I thought it was neat, man. Like she happened to see that post when I made it and made something, and
Man,
here it
look
is.
at
She
that
got to
thing.
collaborate with Salt. I feel like I'm just playing. Like I feel like some of y'all didn't believe me when I told you that Salt was gonna collaborate with everybody who asked him nicely. And no, I'm just playing, but like that shit happened. That's exactly what happened, man. Like I didn't promise it. I just told you that's what he did that first year. But that's also what he did this year. And then, the day after this, the people who saw that post, it made things. A bunch of them wandered over, and Salt was just like, "Yeah, put it down on the bench." And he got through virtually all of them, if not all of them. I can't remember. Okay, here he's doing that thing. He's cutting off that punny by making a stress line, almost like they do in a hot shop, by like dropping water on the whatever it'll be. But he carved that and stressed it out. Look at that cool ass piece. That shit is tight.
Richard Hazer asked when you coming by the Dream Station, Mike.
Richard, my man, I would love to. I would like to come see you and Dog and Gage and all the cool ass homies out there. It's just a matter of time. It's been a very, very busy year for me between the move and all these events. And I'll be back home in October, but because I will have been gone so long, and as you guys can see, I'm down here in Virginia with my man, and Carrie's already home in Nebraska, and that's a bit rough. So October's going to be something of a chill month for me, but after that, like we'll find it out, dude. I'm so close now. It's happening. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to get into the intricacies here, but I would love to be out there. Thank you for thinking of me. Fuck yes. Dream Station. And man, that would be great too, because I think Bob's plans changed around a lot here recently. Here he is going to put one in the kiln. And it was like I thought he was going to be at FAM, and then that didn't happen because things happen in life sometimes. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like negative on him. It was just. Well, here's where he's making the beginning of that piece y'all saw in the thumbnail. But we've seen enough of that. Ooh, oh, oh, there's Carrie, there's Shayla, there's Salt, there's Nico. Everybody's just looking so damn cool. Come be cool and beautiful with us and Melt. I'm just playing, but look at these hip homies. I think here he was setting up to do the joint there. He wanted to add stuff around it, so he was kind of adding the joint for her, maybe even giving some advice. I think that was really cool. Shayla's rocking one of those punny love dose pendants, though. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that I filmed in Vegas at Champs. She's the
yeah,
one that ended up with that.
yeah. We have footage of that. Um, Footage party. I feel. Oh, okay. This y'all can't see this shit. Hell nah. Oh no 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 no. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for that. That's some 2020 shit. That's all I'll say about that. Oh, here he is working on a really cool snake head from Nico, and the teeth and all that sort of thing. Yeah, that's one we'll probably save for its own universe. This is just the second card of mine, guys. Oh
Wait, you have
shit! Oh
6
shit!
cards
Amy short in
in?
the back. The Glass Vegas Queen. I mean, I guess Leanne Short's really the queen, but she's like the Glass Vegas princess.
Okay, all right.
All right. When this is look at this shit. Woo! I don't know. It's so cool when the flame starts like shooting through the fucking eyes and the nose and shit. Right? Come on. How cool is that? And here, guys, is where. All right. I think we're gonna probably let this be the. This might be the last one. I like this though. This is really cool. He's going to add an eyeball through the fucking back of this hick dog piece, and here he's opened it up. He's using a reamer to widen the hole. He's talking about how wide his heart is for Torch Talk at the moment.
Sounds about right.
All right, here he is. He's figuring out the sizing there. And there's James Hickdog in the house. Oh shit, it's another sponsor alert. That's Isaac, the Dopel's homie. Bringing some CBD into the scene. That thing looked like a cigar. I don't even need to play around here. That was just a fucking cigar, right, guys?
I mean,
Definitely.
yeah.
Isaac only smokes the finest tobaccos.
We were all on our feet for a long time. They could be some CBDs.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'll give him that
That
much.
is
It could be.
There were some sore soldiers that week.
Oh,
Now,
yes.
I think here he's adding some loops there to form a bail for this pendant.
What?
I think he maybe wanted to get this out of the way before he actually started doing eye surgery. I'm just going to let this play out. I'll find the succeeding video if I stop the camera for some reason, but I feel like this is a dope place to wrap this thing up. Like, we've been live for a good minute, right?
About an hour and a half, almost 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we got things. I know y'all got things to do, so
You gotta bang a gong at the end, though, right?
I could literally do this for like 16 hours straight, and we would not see the same stuff, you know. Uh-oh. Okay, he's
But you're gonna
yo.
show
All
the
right.
the
At this
thing.
point, he was shouting out one of my other sponsors, Griffin Glass, because he's using the magic mini jacks to widen the holes for the bail that he pierced with the tungsten. I like these magic mini jacks a lot myself. Actually, I use those. They're dope. There's a lot of tweezer jacks, but these are not quite like tweezer jacks. Tweezer jacks have a bent blade that has a sideways profile similar to real jacks. These are more like spring-loaded tweezers with a very fine point. I'm not sure he even should have put jack in the name. He should have called them like magic pointy tweezers. But whatever, magic mini jack sounds cooler, so I respect it. But and there's Carrie in the house doing the thing.
Yeah, I stayed live for quite a while, and then it was like there was 8 people left, and they actually found out later it was probably the Melt
Yeah.
admin. Like
Well,
everybody
no,
that
I
was
mean, I think the
working.
internet started to get a little weaker towards the end. We just didn't realize it. So
Yeah.
big ups to everybody who stuck with us. And we also, this was also in the middle of the fucking night. You know what I mean? Like Salt was slaying, and all of a sudden at like 11:30 or something, he's like, "Yo, let's fucking go over there and do this." And so it was totally random in the middle of the fucking night. and it was super fucking cool of you to hold that camera there for a fucking like 2 hours, so the community could get to see something super fun live.
Yeah, I was
And here
definitely
I
going cross-eyed
thought
by
I'd
this.
give you guys like this here is the other side of the camera though, because I was filming while she was doing this live for you guys because I knew it would be worthwhile to get a cooler view. I didn't know what the homie was gonna do. I
Yeah,
was
you got
just
some
like,
great
yeah,
footage.
let's also get a proper camera. And here he is. All right, check this out. So here he's got this eyeball, and he just stuck it onto a clear gather, and he's going to be preparing the eye to go in that thing. And he's got James just kind of keeping that
I
bad
love
boy
it,
in
right?
like a kneeling
Perfect.
range. Yeah, tag team here. And here he's gonna, I guess, lens this piece. And like I was mentioning, that cane is mostly, it's like a little small iris, but then it has a good bit of white on it so that the cane itself, in little nips can form small eyes. Pretty fucking awesome. In fact, I may make some cane like this because it would allow me to take a small iris and make a lot of cane with white around it. A boom.
That'd be cool.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, really, that'd be cool.
No, it is exactly. It's an awesome technique. I'm just making a joke, because I could take a regular eye cane and just surround it with a ton of white.
Yeah,
Ton of
and make it even
white.
bigger, and like you'd be pulling like, what would that be like, 12 inches round before you pull it down? I mean, seriously.
Oh, hold on. We're talking about glass here now, baby. Just keep it down,
Yeah.
baby. I'm just playing. No, I
Oh,
don't
you're
know,
so
no.
funny.
But the thing about Millie, baby, Carrie, is that I would pull the cane down. I would make one bigger eye cane and then pull it down and do
and
multiples,
and then go
Yeah,
again. Okay.
exactly. So yeah, that's the
All
beauty
right,
of
I like round two.
they call this
Take it in
components.
small
Yeah.
sections. So you're definitely gonna play that video of Salt banging the gong, right?
I don't know. Where is this? How do I assess it?
I emailed it to you, but I suppose I could.
Make it the first thing, I guess. I don't know. I don't need people going on my email, seeing
What?
my invoice from SwedishPenisPump.com or whatever.
Well, 12 inches. No, they already heard about it.
That's not my bag, baby. Not above an Austin Powers joke. That's
So
recently I
basic.
made a meme about that or whatever, right? There he goes. Look at this. Now, as I recall, this didn't work the first time. He was like, and this is some experimental shit, so, even if you're salt, it doesn't always go right the first time. So, we're all human. Salt's just a better human.
Swedish, huh?
Just playing with All right, here we go. Eyes going in. Eye surgery. All right, so it's in there. He's getting it kind of tacked in, really making sure it's got a nice seal. Hot enough around the rim at least, and then I think he's going to give it a tippity tap and get that cold seal off the other side. So as soon as he knows that one's hot and it's not, look at that.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
Fire coming through the eyes.
I know what to do. And this was really cool, and I think now what his idea was to like kind of push it out to the side so it makes a seal in that pocket, and then he can get like a really good seal all the way around from behind. This was fucking awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope everyone
definitely.
out there as well. I wanted to take a second to thank, like 10 or 15 of you guys recently signed up on the Patreon. I really appreciate that support. It's making it possible for me to do more, just like doing this trip that I'm on now, this extended melt trip, where instead of just getting what we filmed here, we're now going to get Nico Cray's demo at Stoke this weekend, and then we're going to get 5 days of Three Legends throwing down that Pipe Classic. All of that is because of you guys pitching in. So I just wanted to take a moment to shout you guys out. Like a whole bunch of you guys recently signed up. I don't remember what I said on that last episode, but I must have been extra desperate. And no, I'm just playing. It's not that. It's really hard for me to ask that. It's hard for me to put that out there. But at the end of the day, you guys see what I'm doing and how I've done it for years and how I have no intentions of stopping. And it's fun to joke about. How I want my wine and cheese money, baby. But at the end of the day, we're not exactly sustainable yet. We're close, but I want this thing to be for sure what it's supposed to be. And when I need to bring Carrie and when I need to bring Rob with me because he loves doing this thing, and it's man, I want it to be possible to do all of that without it having to be something out of anybody's pocket. None of us involved here are trust fund kids or anything like that. And nothing against that. If you have a trust fund, please give me some of it. It's no, I'm just playing. Like no, I don't even mean to get on that note. It's just I really appreciate the folks who pitched in, and I noticed a whole bunch of you guys signed up recently, and I don't know, we're nearing like 140 on there, and I don't want to get into the exact details, but I have some very, very, very specific notions of what's going to happen when this thing hits 200. If it's possible to hit 200, I'm not sure. I just know that I'm stacking this thing with four dope demos every month that chill there for 6 months or more. It's, everything I film comes out for everyone in time, but the stuff there, I'm really doing my best to reward the people who can help. All right, I said I wanted to follow that through. Let's follow that through. So that's C051. That means we gotta find 52. Here we go. Anyways, not to get all too deep on the Patreon thing, it's just that shit's adding up. It really, really does. And when we hit 200, like I feel like that's gonna be the moment of true sustainability between sponsors and community support. And you know, it means a lot to be able to get to all of these shows and really do this right, and do this of our own volition. To not have this thing be beholden to anybody but the community. All these companies and all you guys pitching in together know that it's all for the greater good. Anyways, enough about that. It's just
All right,
tight
so
though.
there's a question in chat.
Yeah.
Rob and Mike can probably both give some input on this. Herbie or GTT for hollow sculptures, in your opinion?
Um, Rob, do you want to field that one? I don't work hollow sculptures. I don't know. I mean, we may be the wrong dudes to ask because we don't do much sculptural work. I don't know. What about you, Rob? You speak for yourself here.
Yeah, I do. I don't sculpt much. I do a lot of hollow.
I know. Yeah, that's what I feel too. I'm like, damn, I don't sculpt. So, I mean, actually, okay. So, guys, many of you ask. You're always like, Mike, this, Herbie, that, and I'm like, well, I did sell the Herbie, and it's nothing against it. It's just I'm really used to the Delta Elite and using a foot pedal and clicking back and forth, to add supplemental heat. Rob is who that torch was sold to, and I think you can speak onto the thing. I know you loved that torch too.
Dude, I did. I love that Herbie. It was a great torch. It had a great heat base, but like you said, it was just one of them things where the pedals just weren't really as easy to obtain as it was for a GTT. And once I got used to a pedal, there just was no going back.
Yep.
Um, the pinpoint flame was nice. I really like the center fire on the Herbie. I do kind of miss that, but you know, one for the other. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy with the GTT. I miss the Herbie a little bit for certain things, but all in all, I feel I made the best decision for
Yeah.
myself, anyways. I can't speak on anyone else's work, but for what I do, I feel the GTT is just the way for me.
Right. Yeah. Um,
Chad is agreeing that Josh Williams sculpts and he knows what he's talking about, and GTT is the way to go. And other people are saying yes, yes.
well, I mean, I know a lot of cats that I respect out there, like Moro Vianello, and there's a lot of amazing cats who really do like the Herbies. Eugene is one of them. I don't know, hollow sculpture though. That's an interesting one. I don't know. That's what was Chaw Glass using during the class? Josh can tell us in the chat. I know he just took that class with Chaw out at Chrysler Studio in Norfolk, Virginia, where close to where I'm at now. I'm right down the road where I used to
Right,
live.
that's right. Josh is on a kick with classes lately.
Yeah,
He's
I
been
see a,
Josh.
taking both of them in Denver too.
Yeah,
I see a
Lucky Josh.
question in the chat that I'd kind of like to hear the answer on because
What was that?
I almost wanted to ask Salt himself. The GTT tip that he has, did he bend that? Does anyone know?
the torch tip.
Yes,
No, they come that way.
they have a round model.
Yeah, I think it might be a Hornet tip. But it's Josh Ford's torch that he's using right now for this. Remember, so Josh Ford is the one we'd need to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm 99.9% certain, and if I had another monitor, I'd be looking it up on there. But maybe Carrie could look it up on her other screen. But I do believe that's a Hornet tip that goes that way. Hornet makes all kinds of crazy tips in different orientations. Like they have ones with a double tip. They've got yeah, they've got a lot of cool shit. So what is this, a sick piece or what? Put that fucking eye in it, and now he's, like I said, he pushed it to all the corners, and there it is. He handed it off to the old hick dog to finish. He's like, "Fuck yeah!" So yeah,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
that's
cool.
Salt Glass, the motherfucking legend. I'd like to find something cool from Etai here before we bounce. Some more Windstar. Not tonight.
Yeah, those Hornet tips, they're bent.
Is that what it is? It's a Hornet.
I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what you guys are talking about, but yes,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
on Mountain Glass's site,
Phil
the
Siegel
Hornet tips are
preparing a
bent.
sleeve there. Ooh, this is a nice one. This is a collab that
Oh,
Saul did
right.
with Bertoni. So fucking cool.
Yeah, and this could actually maybe be an episode because I think I got the first part of this going down.
Yep. All
Yeah.
right, I can't spoil this stuff. But there's the donut's already done here. See, so okay, like let me go back here. See how it's got a donut now through it? And he's actually about to do the salt perk here. And this may be where we have to we're sharing too much now, but basically he pushed in the channel to form the salt perk. I'll give you guys a little. Oh, there it is. He's already covered that one hole, and now he's cooking in the glass around it. Look at how thin he blew that out, but he's going to cook it back. He just wants to even it out because he coiled it and shit over the donut. So now he's cooking in that donut glass. But he did that one side of the channel, see? And now he's using a joint like as a Sophietta to kind of... See that shit? This is a cool piece. You guys are just gonna have to wait to see the whole thing. It's so fucking tight. Oh my god. This is one of the cooler fucking pieces made there. Um, yeah, we're way back at the main stage here. Oh no no no, that's that thing that y'all can't see till fucking later. I'm gonna get hit by a bus tomorrow, and everybody's gonna always go crazy about what that one thing was.
What was that one thing? Well, maybe it was this.
I've
It's next
extracted
week's
these
episode.
17 frames, and I believe there was a super tiny eye from Salt here, you guys. Like, oh.
Don't worry, folks. I'll go down to the morgue and get the camera. Bring it back. I missed all this over the hot shop truck, so I need this footage too.
Look at this. This is a big badass fucking horn, like type of handle thing that he put on this sick piece. That also has a wild salt perk going through it. A lot of salt perk action going down. What you guys just saw in that Bertoni piece, though, the way that he did the other side of the donut thing, that's some of the hottest, freshest new shit. And somebody should fucking run with the ball on that before the full demo even comes out. And then you can be like, whatever, I was doing that fucking beforehand. Oh no! Whoa! Oh God, Carrie, no, please.
That's what you guys wanted it open like that.
No, no, Carrie. This is why we have to do full screen. I'm
Exactly.
just playing. Would you please do that for us all right now? This is
Oh no, you. Uh-uh.
this
I don't know what you were talking about, but
now. I know we having a party. All right.
mhm.
Okay. Okay.
Tasha said Mike and Carrie do party.
What? Tasha's in the chat. What?
Yeah, yeah, she's been here
Ah,
since
shit,
the.
Tasha,
Yeah,
what's
there's a
up?
lot of folks
I'm
in
gonna see you soon. I'm definitely getting up early to get up there in time for that thing. Because on
chat.
Friday, yo, I'm totally going to Busch Gardens. I have a season pass, and I'm back here. Like, pff, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. But so that means I gotta leave mad early on Saturday though to get up to. Okay, what is this? That's the audio. I wanted to show y'all something really fun. I'm not certain I'm even. Wait, maybe I should. Can we show them a little bit of the wing footage, Rob?
What?
Can we show them a little bit of the wing footage?
Why not?
All right, good deal, good deal. Okay, so where's your footage?
The wing footage, huh?
Mm-hmm. We were just at those cards
I
from
saw
the
the one that
homie.
said audio.
Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on. So at the end, you guys, there was a wing eating contest.
Oh,
And I
right.
don't want to spoil too much of this because on the homies podcast, Breaking Glass, and if you go to breakingglass.show, and if you just search for Breaking Glass on Instagram and find the homies thing, it's got like a BG in the logo. They have a cool podcast. I'm talking about Kevin Beecher and Josh Mazet. You guys have both seen them on here. I know most of you watched that Josh Mazet Dicro thing demo, and you've seen Kevin making the goblets and chains. Oh shit, it's me!
There's us.
Yeah.
Yo, the soup was slamming. Kevin is a fucking genius with the soup. It's
Kevin
Carrie.
is a genius cooking all around.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice. It's us. Okay, so they had a wing eating contest with some of the insanest fucking sauces, homies. Like most people who entered didn't make it past the second one, and there were 4 levels. That to bomb one was the one that apparently put everybody down. Am I wrong? Yeah, that was number 2.
That
And
was a herder.
and then look at this shit the bed. So they had this
That was
wing
the mids. Shit, the bed was the mids.
Oh God.
So there's Kevin and Josh, the guys, the Breaking Glass homies. There's the homegirl over there. I was probably eating soup quietly somewhere. I don't really know, but
I think you're behind Kevin. I was just like, I don't want to be on camera right now.
yeah. No, I was like, I'm not part of this. This is Breaking Glass. But here we are. There's the homie Kurt. So many of my friends here. The guys, Melt is too much fun. We have such a good time at Melt. If you are on any form of fence about this, please come join us. It is such a good time. They feed us so well. The torch tent is lit. There's like a different party every night. Kegs are popping. The camp itself is beautiful. I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know how I've failed to bring out like 1,000 of you. You know what I mean? Like I know like 10,000 of you watch Crunk's demo from Melt and all this, and I know that's a technique thing, but at the same token, I mean when you think about an event like this, there's nothing quite like this where we all get to come out. It's not about a sales thing. It's just about connecting with humans who have this,
Oh,
you
here
know.
they go. They're about to go in on the second level. This is where the sweat starts pouring. This was good.
Yeah, this is probably not the best like come to melt thing, because like nobody wants to have their face melted off from a wing. But no, but look at all these. There's Tobin. Look at all these homies here having fun, man.
So
Melt
this was
is a
just like appetizers too, because there was a whole meal after this.
yeah. There was. And Melt is a beautiful human
Kevin.
experience. Everybody would stop interrupting me. I'm trying to be evangelical
Sorry,
about
sorry,
Melt and
sorry.
shit. No, I'm just playing. All right, you guys. Wait till. All right, I feel we got to skip ahead here. Like I feel bad we're just sharing the homies show because I know they wanted to do something fun with this, but you don't even get to hear
Yeah.
them talking. I recorded their audio like in beautiful quality, so this is going to
Get them
become.
straight to the end.
We want to go to the end. All right, all right.
Yeah, bring it to the end. Don't stare at all.
Where is the where are the people crying?
Oh man, there's ice cream bar. There's man. Oh,
That's right. We
thank
missed
God
the
for the
ice
ice
cream.
cream bar.
Okay, here's where everybody's dying.
They had a hand wash station. They had an ice cream bar.
That one was hot.
Free T-shirts if you were willing to sit in the bathroom for an hour the next morning.
Nice.
Oh, there's some chocolate work. That looks like one of the pieces that was in that video, Carrie.
It does, yeah,
I
from
think that
last year.
might be the piece. We have a
Yeah.
video of that. Now here's a soldier. That ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
Yep. All right, all right. Well, I'm not gonna click through anymore. You get the idea. This was amazing, and there's so many fun shots of people crying and dying because they fucked around during this wing competition. So I'm not gonna spoil that.
Poor criers and dyers.
Criers and dyers, man. All right, I'm losing track of where I am here. I feel like
Derek
need
said those wings were the devil.
we need to watch a bit more dodgeball. Does anybody object to watching a bit more dodgeball? Even if you only get to watch one
I
side?
think it's been requested. I seen it requested a little while ago.
All
We
right.
didn't acknowledge it. We just let it ride.
All right, here we go. Oh, Josh Mazet is like, Playboy. All right, there's the homie who was doing the tattoos. He did my tattoo years ago. I won't do the thing where I put my leg up. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm just playing. I don't know.
It could happen. Anything could happen.
Yeah. Does anybody out in the chat want to see my tattoo? No, just playing.
Oh yeah, that's the video I want to see. Mike with the cat head.
Oh! See that shit? That's my shit.
There it is.
That's my shit. All right, here we go. See, y'all didn't miss anything. Even Carrie didn't. Look, she wasn't even recording.
Hey,
Baby, this isn't even in the time when you.
yeah, we all know about that.
Nope, nobody knew about that until you made a big deal about it, but okay.
What? Mm.
Whoa! Look at him. Look at this guy. I think if we freeze frame that, we could have seen a foot over the line there, but this was before Josh got there. Josh Kreiner, is that his name, right? Am I right, Rob? Yo, this homie, in addition to making some of the dankest barbecue Melt has ever seen and doing all kinds of work around the camp, he was an excellent referee. Like by the books. Like this motherfucker really, the ref man, he really knew what he did. The homie guy did like, nope. And again, you guys, this Carrie has the other side. So when there is a good hit, when I scroll through this to really edit it and see people get hit, I'm gonna match the hits up
You
with the
see that,
person
Rob?
who threw it. So what we're gonna get a really tight edit of nothing but throws and hits.
That's funny.
And I think we might even be able to develop some statistics. You know, we'll have like a top hitter. Probably Kate Burners though, because check her out. Look at this. Look at the enthusiasm. She's ready. Look at her.
She had an arm like Nolan Ryan, man. I tell you what.
I'm telling
She
you,
ended up
yeah.
with this enormous bruise on her leg from sliding across the court. Yes.
Yeah. Where's the footage of you guys doing cartwheels? That's what I want to know. Who filmed
Tasha
that?
has that. Tasha has that. But I think I have some of that too. I think I
That shit's
saved
great.
it
All right, here we go.
somewhere.
Kate, do your thing. Oh. Oh no. Oh, she took it. She took one. There was one moment where a cat just got like bam to the face and the hat went off and everything. It was like super. All right, now this could be the game where, all right, that's Nick over there. Is that right? Or was that Firefly? No, that's Nick. And he fucking stood down a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I think this is the game where he. Yeah, all right, here we go. You guys should. I won't spoil the result. Just watch the homie do his thing. He employs a number of techniques here too, man. I mean, you think he's just good on the torch, man? This is the homie I saw making that blue skull, and that Salt was collaborating with that the crazy skull with the Salt perk. Oh, did y'all see that? That was tight. Here's a scenario where again, this is like this is like when we saw Rob earlier. You know what I'm saying, Bob? He goes by either one, you homies, but just we can call him White Fire Glass if you want to know who the fucking man is. And we got to get his Instagram in the description too. Actually, I'm remiss of not putting it in there. Um, anyways, here it is. He was facing down a whole bunch of dudes. And I'm doing my best. I film glass, but dodgeball is my real passion. No, I'm just
Yes.
playing, but like,
Oh, he totally got hit. Did he hit a ball instead?
I don't know.
Hmm.
This is how glass blowers. This is glass blowers athletic attire, by the way.
Yes.
Gotta get us some of them like OG Oakleys, you know, with like the fucking the rainbow visor and shit.
Right.
Some jeans, skateboard shoes, and a backwards hat. Look at the homie tearing it up.
Fancy footwork.
Real fancy fucking footwork here. He was kicking ass. Picking his weapons. Feeling the pressure. Can he do this? We're really having fun with the footage party here. You know, I can't wait to edit this into a proper thing. I hope you guys will still watch. Like, watch the left side of it. Or whatever. I'm not watching any of that melt stuff. Mike showed me 10 seconds of each demo. It's not happening.
Right, yeah. Definitely.
Nah, I thought this would be a real fun way. I haven't really even looked through this footage myself yet, so I thought this would be a fun thing to do tonight. I wanted to do a show. I actually ran up to Best Buy and bought headsets so we could do this, and
I don't know if
just
my audio will share, but I've shared my screen and I could show the gong video.
okay. Well, if you'd like to do that after we watch Nick face these
Yes.
clowns down.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that shit? He kicked the ball to distract them, and then they pointed that way, and then
Oh.
he was like fake. He was doing all kinds of jukes and
Take
fakes.
notes, folks. This is how you're gonna win next year.
This is the sweet science, I believe they call it. This is a valiant effort. Let's give it up, guys. This is fucking tight. This
Yeah.
is the homie was really did a good job of keeping this party going. Oh, when he keep it
There
caught
it
one,
was. Yeah, yeah.
he thought he'd run up on him real quick. Like, oh! And I think that they claim that they got him or something. We're not really certain what happened there. I didn't see it happen. I think he was still in the game, but whatever. But that was a valiant effort from Nick. Nield Innovations, awesome glass artist. Well, whew. Carrie, you said you wanted to show them something on the screen share. Is that right?
Yeah. This
Okay,
is so I was filming Gonzo and Salt came over to the tent. These are his.
He was see, because he did like 21 pieces, and every
Yeah.
time that we put a piece in the kiln over there, guys, it's like dong. Yeah, we're getting this in like freeze frame, but
Oh. Oh well.
They're beautiful frames, let me tell you.
What about the Mike Cathead video from Sean's party? Can I share that one?
You may share that one, yes, Carrie.
Yes.
I
Oh,
yes,
awesome!
drop that shit.
Yay!
I
All
mean,
right,
who's
let's
to
find
say
it.
it was me though?
Well, it was somebody.
It was some dapper individual.
Yes, absolutely. So here's the still shot,
Oh no.
and then the gold. Meow.
It's even worse in slow motion. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
We're
it's fun.
definitely getting canceled after this episode.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Did you have any other special shots you wanted to
Let's see.
share?
So this was day 3 or 2, Julie Riggs Torch Station. This isn't even
Oh
like as
yes.
cool as it ended up being.
Right. I've definitely got some footage of that thing.
Jason Howard was next door and he started decorating that out. Here's the
Oh
Rosberg
yeah, that's a cool
pizza
thing. Look at that.
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming at
Yeah, we got footage of that.
you.
And it's in so many ways similar to the hollow one where he was just really careful about those seals, but I think it's really cool to see how we brought that thing together.
It's Maddie
Uh,
White's fish lures.
oh hell yeah.
That's
Maddie
cool.
White's got some sick ass fucking
Yeah.
glass fish lures. Pop that up full screen if you would.
Yeah, yeah.
Full screen.
Right?
Those are neat.
Those
Those
are
are really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bombers and stuffs. Oh, here's that piece you were showing with Salt doing. It was
Oh,
a micro collab, huh?
it was a
Yeah.
collab with Micro. Hell yeah, you don't. I think
Yeah.
you got him lensing up some of the pieces for it. Remember?
I did. And here's
Yep.
the Hick Dog
Collab with
piece.
Junkie Glass. Yeah, pop up a thing of that. It looks so crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely a unique
Pretty
Hig
amazing.
Dog piece right there, and that's how the old boy do. That's a fun combination of those styles for sure. I really like that.
Yeah, so you guys can kind of see a little flavor of or a little taste of what's to come, really, because
Yeah,
a lot of these
yeah.
finished pieces.
Show them what the stage setup was like there. That picture of the whole main stage.
This one?
Yep, that one. Click that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is how it was, you guys. I was in there doing my thing, losing my hair apparently. Jesus Christ. But no, I think that's just the glare.
The-
Uh,
wow, baby, look at you got big too.
Straight Picard. No, no, that's not me. That's Joseph
I
Ball. I'm
know,
talking
I know.
about the guy
I'm
behind the
teasing.
camera.
So this is really cool. So this is with Salt working on Nick Astorino's piece, and he was over here. He took a break to come on over a Nield Innovations
Yep,
and watch
yep.
it. And these screens were amazing.
Yeah,
This is
they
what
were dope,
they
right?
tried to get set up last year, but it didn't quite happen. But it totally
Yeah, we got it
got
done
that
this year,
kicked off this
dogs.
year.
And yeah,
Three
so
bleachers over here.
everybody in the crowd was getting a really nice view, and that's what I was doing out there, and giving them that view that y'all see in the footage here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, geez, I am on the road, so it's kind of hard for me to do one of our normal sticker pack things.
Oh, I got something.
You've got something, Carrie?
Should
Is
I go
that
back to? I should go back to me. Let's
go
see.
back
Oh,
to you?
there's this
Yeah.
cup that everyone was talking about. The Firefly Jason
No,
Howard collab.
Carrie's got something. Ooh,
Look
look
at
at
that
that!
shit.
Look at that beautiful
I do.
cup.
I do. All right. Let me see.
That is
I'm almost
tight.
to the bottom. Oh yeah, here's that skull we were watching earlier. That's the skull that got passed off to Bertoni Glass.
Very
All right.
nice.
Okay. Get out of this.
So, Carrie, you have something to give away? Is that right? Is that
I
true?
do. I do. All
Very
right. Where
cool.
am I? Let me
Excellent. That's what's up.
stop.
Yeah.
There we go. So, you guys remember the guy Steve that won the Hunger Fund giveaway? He was up there.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
up at
that's right.
Yeah, he was up at FAM doing a demo of this. I can't remember the name of it. It's Kumi something. Um,
They're special braids.
yeah, like braided stuff. So I got
Yeah,
one on my wrist
a
here.
a really special style, and he had this whole
Yeah.
thing set up that has like all these different posts on it for the specific style of weaving. That's so cool. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so we got this nice long thing,
And yeah, Carrie, you're
put a
welcome to
pendant on
go in
it,
the
and
other room and like raid the stickers too if you want those stickers in there. I just don't really have any.
well, I can throw more stickers in here, but let me
All right, all right.
untangle myself here. I have I've got from Melt. I've got some Lampwork Supply stickers, right?
Oh snap, that's right.
Right, brand
Very
new
nice.
Lampwork
All right.
Supply
Hell
stickers.
yeah. Big shout outs to the
Co-
sponsor, homie Amir. And
Coexist
Coexist, the new
Gallery.
sponsor, y'all. Sean and Paul,
Yeah.
baby, the dogs. And guys, speaking of Sean and Paul, let's just take a moment to give a huge shout out to all the Melt Boys. Because Sean and Paul are part of it. We're talking about Todd Dunlap, Kevin Beecher, and we forgetting
Cone
Josh
12
Mazet.
flat.
What's up?
Cone 12 flat.
Josh Mazet?
That's his IG
Yeah,
handle.
that's right. Cone 12 flat, y'all. Freaking making the sickest light bender pendants. And look at that sweet sticker. Oh, that's a dope sticker. You're
The
Mhm.
saving.
Stay
You got
Puft.
some of those for us, though, right?
Kumi, yeah, yeah, yeah. Kumi Mojo, he's in chat. Thank you, Steve. I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. So Kumi Mojo in chat. That's one of his. That's one of his braids
All right.
that
And
that
yeah,
we
we're
got going on, right? So we got the Stay Puft, and then we got, of course, we got a Melt sticker, right?
clickety clack.
And then I found some random stickers. We got Junkie Glass,
Oh,
Fire,
what?
Firefly.
Oh, you got a
We
firefly
got
sticker?
some PJ, and we got some Stellar Glass. So
Oh,
got
shit.
a nice little handful of stickers for you, and a braid from Steve. Steve, Mike found another one laying around somewhere, and he really liked it. So nobody
Right?
claimed it.
I wonder where I put that thing. Did you take that home?
I got it. I
Oh,
have it
you
at
have
home.
it?
Yeah,
Okay, I was like, damn,
yeah.
what did I do with that
So
thing?
we
All
decided to
right.
give a lucky viewer away.
Yeah.
It's
So,
fair and
guys,
fair.
throw a number 1 through 200 into the chat, and we'll go ahead and pick a winner for that. I'm out here with some random goodies. I don't know when I'm going to be able to mail it out. Rob, do you happen to have bubble mailers around?
Got you.
What do
Okay,
you
then
got
we're good.
there?
All right, I got this. I will do a second winner with a sticker pack and some Millie. Because I do
Ooh,
have a thing
nice.
of
That's
stickers with
right.
me and shit. And, yep, yep, yep. So we'll do that. Like I said, 1 through 200. Um, Tempted to run that Patreon thing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about with the Patreon, for $5 towards my travel expenses and often the expenses of bringing Carrie and Rob out, who helps me film at Glass Vegas specifically. Um, you guys get to see you get early access to some really cool things that I film, and I hate to make it about that, but man, the the coverage of this industry that I'm able to provide, it simply has some very firm expenses. I mean, just tonight, because of so much footage we shot at Melt, I had to pick up a new hard drive, another $100 down the drain, just like that, and like, and that's just like a temporary band-aid. We're buying multiple big ones a year that are $200, repeatedly, because every event requires storage, and I hate to harp on just one thing because it's really more about airplane tickets and eating on the road and all of that, and then maybe there's even something to be said. God forbid I get a little bit of compensation if I had to spend a day or three or whatever
You spend
editing.
so much time editing. You
Right?
you certainly deserve to get a little
Yeah,
compensation for that.
I don't want to make it about that. I love doing this. It's just there's some firm expenses, and if you can't pitch in, it's no big deal. I want you guys here for this party with us either way. I promise you it's okay. But if you can, if $5 is like maybe not a big deal, if you're already out there pitching in, on a few things, maybe you could find a little room for me. These expenses are very firm, and I just want to keep doing this. I want to do this right, and I want to do it sustainably, and that means that we need just a bit more. When we hit 200 on there, that's when I think everything is really going to be like, I know for sure every one of these incredible events is going to be covered gorgeously, the right way, without having to cut corners, and without having to maybe shortchange myself in certain ways. So, you know, but on the other hand, I'm not like this guy. My new hard drive. It came with a free USB stick,
Ooh.
right? It's like getting a hard drive for free. No, I'm just kidding. They were selling these USB sticks at Walmart for like $6 or something. Whatever. Not to make it about that, but while we have a little bit of time to kill, I like to sneak that in because Is what it is, baby. Plane tickets ain't free. I need to get like fucking Southwest to sponsor this thing, and then we'd be gold. I'm like,
Right?
yeah, don't worry, guys. Southwest got this. I've got all the plane tickets and peanuts I need. It's tight. All right, let's pull up random.org. We're gonna do a pretty quick sequence of numbers here. I don't guys be showing up right at the last minute. I just went to get a snack. I swear.
Oh, my phone died.
What's that?
My phone died. I'm out of chat.
Okay.
Aw.
Yeah, Whitefire
Rob doesn't
bids
win.
chat adieu, but he's still here with us on the show, chilling in the cut. There he is. Yup. And yo, guys, the homie, I gave him. It's hard to see in the background there, but that's actually a large format version of my logo and some cool stickers and shit. I don't know, man, it means a lot, dude. You've always been a really good friend over the years. It's really nice of you to join us, and you've always been a big supporter of what I'm doing here. It really means a lot. So, um, yeah, man, big ups. Big ups to you, dog. And Carrie, thank you for being here. Thank you for being there with me at Melt and filming so much. That shit is
My
tight.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that means a lot. Like, man, I meant to throw Rob up, but I don't think the desktop was up. So let's bring him up one more time. There it is. But he's just looking at me. There it is. There's that. There's the my old OG logo thing in the back, man. The homie
Shit.
chilling in the cut. Yeah, man, I really do appreciate you, man. You've been nothing but a good friend to me, and it's great to see you in this at all these events and all this cool stuff. It's fucking awesome, man. And you guys, the White Fire Glass, if you're not familiar, we're gonna edit his thing into the Instagram, the Instagram link into the show description rather, for sure. But in the meantime, all right, you guys ready to do this thing?
Here we go.
Yeah, let's. All right, here we go. Is all right, Carrie. You tell me if the numbers are truly in. Is have they all
I
slowed down organically?
it seems like it. Yeah, I think
All
everybody's got
right.
a number in.
Did everybody have fun with this footage party? I know it was pretty freaking random. I didn't know what we were gonna stumble here on, but I hope you guys enjoyed that shit and had a good time tonight.
Looking through
Um,
these photos, and there's so much
there's
good.
so much more to
There's
share. There's
so
like,
much coming.
yeah,
It's
we
awesome.
there's whole directories of things we hadn't even touched yet, and we barely even touched these. So I had a feeling though if we just hopped around and found the biggest files, it would be good.
Yeah,
So
totally.
yeah, Carrie, for real, has everybody kind of done their thing here with the chat, the
With
numbers?
Derek,
Derek is in the house,
I
my
think he
man.
was the last one to put a number in.
All right, then let's do this. Clickety
I think
clickety
so.
clickety clack. 154 is your
154.
the prize from Carrie with all that cool shit. Is there a 154 who is closest? Tell me the deal.
My keyboard's not. There we go.
What?
154. All right, I'm gonna go down.
All right.
53, 52, 51, 50.
Okay, I believe in
Okay,
that.
so 153. That was the answer. That was the right 153. 4, 5.
What? What? It was 154.
Oh, wait, 60. No. Oh, there's a 163. So what's the 54? That's 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
3. And there's a 144. Is that also 9 or is that 10?
Mm-hmm.
That's 10, right? 154 was the number?
Yeah.
All right, so 163. Who was 163?
It was 163.
163 is Hanoon.
What? Hanoon for real?
Nice.
Dogs. I
Hanoon is the winner.
I don't even want to get into it, but Hanoon
Hanoon's the
is
melt hero.
a true supporter, and I know a lot of people who, yeah, would call him in many ways a Melt MVP. Wait, hold on. Jacktown Villain says Emron Glass could have it, and that's my boy Emery. Emery, I'm glad you're here with us, man. I miss you, dog. Man, I'm in town for another couple days, baby. If are you in town, let me know. Shoot me a message, man. If you want to grab some lunch or something, man, whatever. I don't, you know, let me know. All right, hold on. Less than 200, Emra? Hold on. Let's see what.
Emran was close, but he
Not
was
not
10 away and Hanun was 9 away,
okay.
right?
All right. Well, we did the math.
You still got good math. It was
Okay.
group math.
It's all good. All good. All right. Hunan and man, Hunan, I never got even got a chance to reply to you the other day, but because I've been traveling and busy. But man, I appreciate you so much. You've been supporting me, a long time now, and on the Hunger Fund packs, and just sometimes with the kindest words. And I really appreciate it. That positive energy, oftentimes, is what adds up and has made this thing a very positive experience for me. So, yeah, Hunan, thank you, man, and yeah, thank you to everybody who came out to Melt. I know a ton of you guys in the chat were there. Man, it means so much that there's like a feedback effect happening every year with Melt because I talk so much about it. Damn it, you know what I mean? And it means that every year I get to see so many people who are part of this community there. It means a lot. It's one of those moments where I almost gotta like shed a tear. It's like, man, I can't believe there's so many people who are here. Maybe because they hear me just bullshitting about it. And but it ain't no bullshit. Melt is the deal. Melt really is a very very special
Yeah,
and
it
awesome
is not like
experience.
any other glass event out there,
No,
seriously.
it's
It
not.
is
You know,
amazing for bonding with your peers.
it is not to take away from any other event or this or that. I know there's other social things. Just Melt is just the right scale, the right people who really really care. These dudes, they break themselves trying to do the most that they can, and man, every year has just gotten better and smoother. And I man, I just right now, I mean, if you're thinking about this shit, like now is the time to tuck aside $100 and then do that again next. If you set aside $100 every month, you definitely will have a spectator ticket covered with another few $100 towards expenses to get there. And once you're there, man, I mean, food's covered, everything's covered. Maybe you need some extra things, but whatever. I'm just saying.
I mean, we even got by drinking just the beer that was provided with our little liquor bottles.
Yeah, we really did. It was really good. Um,
Hell of a party.
yeah, there were so many parties and kegs and all of that. Yeah, not to turn this into a Melt sales pitch, it was just such a great special time. I wish there were some more I could do. I don't know how to reach into all of your hearts and make you understand how it feels to be there with so many awesome people and on the most beautiful vibe and a beautiful place doing this thing we love.
I mean,
I
some
mean, I can,
people got to do a salt collab. What the
I know,
hell?
right?
You
I,
know?
I feel like I can say these things a million times, but just look at your walls over the past week. You know what I mean? Have you not seen? If even if you didn't come and just forget what I've said, have you not seen at least a few of your friends talk about how special this is? And that's the thing. So it's like I know you. One man's word is just that. And I've been involved with them from the beginning, so it's easy to think that I just love them so much, and maybe there's a little hyperbole there. But the truth is that there's not. Like, and everybody who goes will tell you that I've been laying it relatively straight all of these years. It's that dank. Please save $100 and be there with me next year. Save $100 a month, and this will happen for you. It's worth it. It's just that tight. And then if you can put down a deposit now as well, like 250, I think, and kind of lock down your torch ticket or spectator pass, and then pay it off as the rest of the year goes. But for real, guys, that's all I can say to you on that note. Not to turn this into a thing. It's just like the reason I want to harp on this really hard right now is that like if I harp on it in 6 months, it's going to be so much harder to start saving. You know what I mean? Like just set aside the $100 and come have this magical experience. That's all I can really say about that. Homies, I hope you guys had a magical experience tonight.
Baby,
I feel like we wrapped it up. What's up?
you have one more number to pick, don't you?
Oh, that's right. We're gonna pick another number. I forgot about that. Let's do that shit. Damn, I'm remiss. All right, here we go. Clickety clickety clack. 113. What's up on the 113 tip?
Ooh, 113.
We got our
Tasha, you can
what?
hand deliver that.
I can hand deliver it. I don't even need a bubble
That's
mailer. That's
awesome.
fucking awesome, man. Yo, homies, homies, is the
Sweet.
universe not fully functioning tonight in the most beautiful way? Thank you all for joining us. I hope you will come out to Melt and experience this thing. Um, I'm gonna hand it off to the homies and let them say goodnight. But I just wanted to thank y'all for joining us. Thank you for letting me chat about how I desperately need money to make this sustainable a little bit. Um, and yeah, I just really appreciate all you guys. It was so beautiful to see so many of you at Melt. Melt feels like the closest thing to the physical embodiment of the community I've desperately tried to create here, and just the one that organically is always here every week because we have this beautiful party together. It's harder to do with 20,000 people, but with like 200 of y'all, we really got this down, and it's fucking awesome. The real sweet science, as it were. But thanks to everybody who joined us. Y'all are fucking the best. I'm gonna hand it off to Rob and Whitefire and let him serenade y'all with some words of wisdom. And let me make sure you're actually up here, cause yep. All right, send them to bed, dog, or whatever.
I don't know about words of wisdom, but good night, everybody. I really appreciate everybody who helps put Melt together. You know, the interns, the staff. You know, Todd, Josh, Paul, Kevin, Sean. You guys all do a great job. I was very proud to be a part of it this year, and I look forward to many years to come. I'll be out there in October, remodeling cabins, trying to make our stay a little bit nicer, as well as making the stay for the children that are there during the summer a little bit nicer. And anybody who wants to volunteer, I'm sure can contact Kevin. We're always looking for good help, people with good skills, woodworking, carpentry. That's what we're mainly doing. So yeah, that's what it's all about. Just giving back to the guys that give to us. So on that note, Mike, you've been giving to us for years. I appreciate you. Carrie, thank you for all the filming you've done in the last couple of weeks, and everybody for joining in. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Thanks, brother. That was tight. Yeah, thank you for joining us and thank you for your support continuing to make this possible, man. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here. Carrie, speaking of people I appreciate, you are a very important person in my life, and you did so much work at Melt. Just gonna be episode after episode that is based on this thing you've done,
I'm excited to see it.
and
We've done. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
and
you've worked so hard for this for years, and I'm
thank
excited
you.
to see the footage that we're
Yep.
able to collect. And thanks, Rob, for all the work you put in this week and being able to be here with us tonight. I was hoping you'd be able to join us and hang out. So thanks for that perspective.
I think you're muted.
What?
Oh, I'm muted again.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought I
No,
was.
I
I was like,
really
no.
appreciate that. It's a special thing to be here for the first time, and I look forward to many more.
Hell yeah. Fuck
Awesome.
yeah.
Very cool.
Excellent.
And
Well,
thanks to everybody that joined us and watching and everybody that's in chat. And pretty sure that everybody that's in chat has hit that like button or at least the subscribe or the little bell to get notifications so you can join us for all this dank footage that Mike's going to be coming out with.
hell yeah. All right. Well, that seems like as good a place as any.
Yeah.
I appreciate all y'all out there so much. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. I'll be off to Pipe Classic and off to cover that Nico Cray show. So I'm really excited about that. Tasha, I look forward to seeing you. I don't know if Charlie and Zach are there with you or whatever, but I'm stoked. And fucking Nico, this is going to be tight. Hell yeah. I bid you all good night. Much love, homies. Good night.